Hey one, hey all, Shades here. I'm gonna be doing some VR chat in the Gothic Loft, no less. So I have about an hour on here, up to that. Probably be more like 45 minutes. Yeah. Ooh, I like your avatar. You're tiny. You're like a little kitty cat. Can you hear me? Because I can't hear you. Yeah, I definitely can't hear you. I'm not sure if you're saying anything, but yeah, your radio silent. Jump up and down if you can hear me. I'm not sure if you can hear me either. Due to technical difficulties, this stream will be kind of technically difficult. Or you might still be loading up for all I know. Oh, okay, movement. I cannot hear you. Oh yeah, so I went to the park today. I met up with my friend Becky, and then by the time I got back, it was like 9, just like right. It was like 9:23. So perfect timing. Except now technical difficulties rear their head, and you get the you know the rest. That's alright. I'm gonna assume you can hear me. I hope you can. So at least we have some kind of communication, even if it's a bit one way. Maybe jump up and down if you can hear me. Oh, where are those three dots above your head mean? Oh, you can't hear me either. How do you chat in this? How do you use chatbox on PC? They can't make anything simple. I don't know how to do chatbox. They can't just put a fucking chat thing in this, can they?
You can access this via your action menu under Options.
Options.
From here, you can send a chat
What a funny avatar. Why didn't I get that notification? I have fucking Facebook open. Come on.
I can hear stuff.
Yay! I can hear you too. About time.
My mic might be a little my mic might be a little messed up though. It's been messed up. It's actually the headset. Not actually the mic or the earplugs. The headset.
I have a gaming headset, so I don't have any earplugs. It just wraps around my head and stuff, and I have an attached mic to that, so that's how I do.
It's not even what I'm plugging into it. It's the headset itself. That's what.
Oh, all right.
Last time I played VRC, that headset is now broken now with audio. So if I cut out, that's why I cut out. Like.
Okay. You're cutting out a little bit, but it's manageable. Yeah. I can understand it.
I don't know what happened before. Did you get my message on Messenger?
Yeah, I didn't hear it for some reason. It didn't. My phone nor my computer made the sound when you messaged me, so I didn't know you messaged me.
Oh, but did you see the chat box? I was writing in the chat box that I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, I saw it, but I didn't know how to do it myself, and I had to look it up on YouTube how to do it, because you can't. There's not just a shortcut key. It's all the way in the settings, all the way down the menu, just to type a chat box message. But at least there's a way to do it. And I figured out how you do it now.
I found it much more easier. I found it a lot more easier. I guess because I'm on the headset, I found the chat box.
Oh, your VR headset, you mean? Yeah. Okay.
So like I said, yeah. Before, what I did was I was actually recording myself, so I could hear what my audio sounds like, cuts out, like talking sounds like you guys are hearing. And when I went to hit record, and I came back into the game after hit record, that's when all the sounds, the background sounds, went out on me.
Oh, all right, yeah, that stinks.
And then I dropped the portal to here, and I went to jump into the portal, and I completely froze. Did I look frozen?
No, I didn't even see you in here because you disappeared after. Because when you dropped the portal.
Not in here, in the other world. When I went to jump in the portal, everything froze around me.
Oh, I didn't see you actually open the portal because I actually minimized to look up how to use the chat box. So it took me a minute to find that. When I came back, oh look, portal. So I went through it, and then when I went in, I didn't see you there. So anyway, yes. So anyways, I was saying a few things when I saw you. When I didn't know if you could hear me or not. I was like, oh, can you hear me and stuff? And then I was also like, oh, it was perfect timing because I went to the park. I met with my friend Becky. We went to the park. We walked around a bunch. Yeah. And then I came back by like 9:23. So I was like, oh, perfect timing for VR chat right after. So it was like everything was perfectly timed. Except for technical difficulties,
good.
yeah.
You walked around in the park. How was that?
Oh, that was good. That was a place called Belmont Park. So yeah. Oh, different avatar. You're a cat burger now.
Cat burger.
Yum 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 yum. So yeah, it was good timing. Everything was fit in place like a puzzle, except for the technical difficulties now. But just so you know, yes, I am recording. So if there's anything you don't want to say,
would they ever play VR chat? Would she ever play VR chat or?
I don't think so, cause I'm not sure she even has a computer. But yeah, she's not into video games really at all. So yeah, but she understands them enough. Like that one thing I sent to you, I sent to her also. Like I'm not gonna say what it is when I'm recording, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That video, the gameplay video, yeah.
Secret game.
Or mod rather, yeah, mod. It was a gameplay of the mod where people were testing it. Yeah, yeah, good stuff. Mods like WADs.
Your secret is safe. Secret mod is safe with me. Mods are like WADs. Yeah. What's a WAD again in Doom?
What's all the data? No, where's all the data? Excuse me.
Oh, so that's just short for where's all the data?
Yeah, and in Doom it's usually a map. But it has other information too, but it's usually a level. In Quake, a WAD is a texture file. So, it's the same acronym or same abbreviation, but it has different data. So in Quake, a WAD is the texture. So it's like you see the surface I'm walking on, how it has like a look to it, or if you're walking along a stone path, that's stone. It could be anything, yeah. Those are textures, yeah. So that's what's in Quake WADs. In Doom WADs, it's the level itself, yeah.
Oops, I'm gonna.
Whoa, your hair is very glowy purpley. Oh, your hair changes color, that's why. That's interesting. Oh, you could have... Oh, that's neat, yeah. A sweater.
Yeah, I just thought I'd put something on a little less scandalous.
Ah, that's true.
This is gravity. What's this do?
I have no idea.
Oh. Makes the balls come out. Do you see the balls? You don't see the balls coming out?
I do not know.
Oh, then they'll just go for it. Those balls and gravity. Then balls come out.
Oh, I
shit,
see.
You can jump.
Hey, it's low gravity. How come I can't? How come I can't jump low? How come I can't jump low gravity?
You gotta hit the button on that thing.
Oh, it's for each person. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You can see.
Wee. Now this reminds me of Quake because Quake has low gravity maps like this. That's interesting. This is very Quake-like right now. Yeah.
On the headset, it's really fun.
Whoa! I chose the bottom one. It's the least gravity. The bottom button. Pluto gravity. Yeah. They ordered it based on from heaviest to least heaviest. So, yeah. Bottom is the least heavy, top is heaviest.
I missed the pit. It's been a while since we got our seat. I told Falling Eagle last minute I should have told him.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll change it back to Earth. For me. Balls. Oh, 1,500 balls. Color.
Got ball.
The colors, Duke. The colors. The color's like an average color, actually. Yeah.
So I'm looking at other worlds now that we go into.
Oh, nice.
No way. That won't.
I like how the face of your avatar resembles a cat. Yeah, it's very cat-like.
Oh, have you been on the private jet? That's fun.
The world or in
It's
real
kinda
life? Neither.
It's a world, but it's kind of small.
But yeah, I'm still up for that. Oh, that reminds me, there was a Quake level that recreated the inside of an airplane. It was rather interesting. It was actually for a mod called Q-Zone. So the levels in that were kind of crap, but that level was actually decent. Because it was made by a third-party company, and yeah, and it was just very basic boxy. Sorry, you first, yeah.
Somersault.
Somersault? What?
Let's try this.
Are you able to summon the portal? There it is.
This one I think we've been in before.
Alrighty, let's try it though. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hopefully you shouldn't have too many technical issues. There you are. Yeah, so let's explore this. I remember this, but let's explore this a bit. So yeah, I have some news to tell you, some good things. One, there's a new Doom game coming out, which you know, Doom 2016 came out in 2016, and Doom Eternal is a game I like that came out in 2020.
Smaller. By the way, we're like way smaller in the.
That's weird. That's interesting. And then now, Doom: The Dark Ages was leaked, and they're going to reveal it in June 9th. It might come out this year or maybe early next year. So every 4 years we're releasing a new Doom game now. So yeah, that's happening. And the other bit of news I want to tell you is that I already started going through what's called cool sculpting. So they basically I hit the gym a lot and I lost, as you know, I lost some weight. But at the same time, there's the problem areas you can't get rid of. So cool sculpting, they pinch any area that they can, and it's a really cold thing and it kills the fat underneath. And I did it in 2016 or 2018 once and it worked. But now they have a pilot program, so hit multiple areas up to 5 different sessions.
And
so
that
yeah.
doesn't like kill off your. That doesn't cause like skin abrasions.
It might be bruising, yeah. It might be bruising, but because it's killing the fat cells. So, and it's basically meant for quote unquote skinny fat people because they're active, they do things, but there's still those problem areas you can't get rid of. Because if a person's too big, it wouldn't be able to fit around it. So a person who's just fat wouldn't be good for it.
But there's no real side effects to that. Like there's no real side effects. Like it doesn't abrade or cause this. Frostbite,
it might
like
for some.
The fat.
It might for some people, but for me, it seems to work properly. Because remember, I did it a while back for a little bit, and it actually did what it was supposed to do. I felt some bruising, of course, after, and then after like a few weeks, I would notice a reduction. But it's really meant to have done to you multiple times to really get rid of the area for good. So yeah, but again, it also, remember back then, I just picked up a third job. So coming off 2013, I was really trim. I was gaining weight. That helped me lose a little bit, but I was still gaining it back because I was working 3 jobs eating free pizza. Whereas now, I'm working just the 1 job and I'm exercising more. Oh, but I gotta be careful though, because now I have what's called runner's toe, which means that if your toes keep hitting the front of your shoe, they'll get hurt and there'll be like blood underneath the toenail. So I had that for my left toe.
Oh, no.
I lucked out because there's if you have to, there's like a doctor, and then what they'll do is they'll drill like a tiny incision hole in the nail to drain the blood. But luckily, I was able to cut close. Yeah, I was able to cut close enough and then it just drained on its own. It's like, oh, okay, I cut close, like a regular cut, but super short. It drained on its own, and now it's healed, and you wouldn't even know anything happened to the toe. So it's crazy.
Though, that sounds like.
Yeah.
Careful, though, that sounds like it could lead to infection.
I could. I mean, that's what killed my dad. So I'm gonna be very careful about that. But now I'm gonna be careful with my other toes too, because I'm on my
that's
right
what
toe.
killed
There's
your,
another one.
that's what
Yeah,
killed your dad.
leg
That's what killed your
infection.
dad,
Yeah,
a cut?
a leg infection essentially.
Oh.
Yeah, more or
I thought
less
it
is
was
what.
because he was diabetic.
Well, that was all
That was 'cause
factors.
he was
Yeah, but his leg being bad and couldn't heal was a factor. So luckily I was able to take care of my toe, and now it's good as new. But now I gotta be careful with my other toe. It's always the second toe from the left.
How does that happen though when you're running? How does that
Well, I
happen?
guess the front of your toes push against my shoe. And because I'm running more now, even beyond what I was running pretty much, so minimum hour Tuesday, Thursday, and then 2 hours Sunday. So I'm running more. Because of that, I passed the threshold where now my toes are pushing against my shoe more than I'm more likely. Except
Wow.
I had a blister, not a blister. What's the other word? A callus on my left toe
Your shoes
also.
aren't- Maybe you need better shoes, or they're not fitting you right. I don't think
It might be
fits
a little bit
around
too
in
snug.
your shoe.
That's what I heard. They might be too snug. But also, my sister suggested getting thicker socks too. But yeah, I had a callus in my toe that was actually interfering. But what I did was the callus, the dead skin on the callus, I actually clipped that off, and because of that, it feels better because the dead skin itself wasn't painful, but because it stuck out more, the side of my shoe would press on that dead skin, which would in turn press on the callus underneath, the stuff underneath. So that's why my foot hurt whenever I ran. But I cut the dead skin off, and now it's not as sticking out as much, so now it doesn't press against it, so my foot doesn't hurt that way when it runs. So that's a good thing.
How much does this cool sculpting cost? That's not covered by insurance, right? But how much
No, it's not. Yeah.
cost?
Well, basically, I have the money. I spent 4,500. So, but it's basically for multiple areas, and it's like 5 times. So it's like the flanks.
4,500 is for 5 times.
Yeah, basically it's the flanks, which is like where the love handles will be. Your upper tummy, which I don't have much of, but then the lower tummy, which is like where my remaining fupa is. It's ironic because I lost the weight, but for me personally, it's more noticeable. But the way I wear my clothes, people don't notice it, but I definitely feel it. But the way where it is, because it's so low, nobody can really tell. And if I'm just in a t-shirt, I actually look kind of trim already. But when I take it off, it's like, oh, I can definitely tell. But I'll wear my bathing suit, and I'll wear my pants a little bit higher, because if I'm shirtless, people still can't tell. But if I were to take it off and wear low rise, then yeah, you can tell. So yeah,
Oh, I see. So it's really just like a little nip and tuck.
Essentially, yeah. But instead of being invasive, it's externally they're pinching it and freezing it off, is what they're doing.
And it's permanent.
Well, unless I gain weight back, but it's a very stubborn area to get rid of. Even if you are in a calorie deficit, it's really tough because it's almost like its own organ is what happens. If you have like a little pocket there, it's literally like a little pocket that sticks out and hangs down like a pouch. It's not like a really, as you know, I don't have a really big tummy, but I have that one little, for some stupid reason, it's just that one little pocket remains. So yeah.
Yeah.
And it's because I actually did it in 2016, and it cost a bit there, but I only had one session, maybe 2 sessions for the big area. And that, when adjusted for inflation, it literally, cost-wise, it cost only half as much as it did back in 2016, when considering inflation. But I'm also having more done, which is why the actual number amount is bigger, too. So instead of 1 or 2 sessions, I'm having...
How long does a session take?
45 minutes per area. So each session is like, okay, I'll have 45 minutes, and I'll have one area, then 45 minutes in another area, and then maybe a third area in that same session. But then it's like 5 times you have to do it. So I might come in a different day, which is considered the same session, do the 2 more times. And then after each session,
and
they wait a month.
While you're awake.
Yeah, of course. It's not that painful. I could actually nap when that happens. It's so unpainful for me. Or I might watch TV or browse my phone.
Because you get bored. I was gonna say because you get bored easily. So I was wondering, are they still that long?
Well, not really bored. I actually don't. But what I do is, pun intended, instead of keeping my mind, I'll keep my mind occupied. Let's put it that way. I would get bored if not for the fact that I could keep my mind occupied. That's the thing. But I can definitely do that. Yeah, if I'm just laying down, I'll just daydream, and it's like I'll think of my video games and stuff, and then, okay, not bored because I'm thinking of things. I'm actually brainstorming from video game maps when I do that.
That's
so yeah.
good. I thought you would have to move around at some point because I know you.
Oh, that's true though, because not even out of boredom, just because I might get stiff if I don't move around. Same reason if I'm sitting in my chair too long, I have to stand up and lift and do some dumbbells, just because movement's healthy. So it's less about the boredom, and it's also part
so
knowing about what's that's health
lift,
detrimental.
They lift the skin. They breathe it.
So think
they lift it.
Yeah, whatever. If there's any area in your body where you could if it's not just hard muscle, anywhere that you could pinch together, that's the kind of thing they could put in the machine. Yeah.
Wow. My stomach's a little been stubborn. I don't know, but I've had a lot of bloating.
Yeah, it's always. I don't even.
It's the end of summer 2021. I had a bloating problem. A lot of people gain weight. Pandemic, remember that? But I actually didn't. Weight didn't happen until summer. Had nothing to do with pandemic. And it.
Oh wow, you're really breaking up right now.
It had digestive issues.
I'm kind of sort of hearing what you're saying, but yeah, I'm doing my best. Yeah, it's like I hear half of what you say, but I have the general gist of what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what calling Eagle said too. I don't know what's wrong with my headset and why it's.
Yeah, it sucks, but at least it's half. As long as it's partially working, we could actually chat, so that's good.
Maybe I can reset the whole headset. What happens? Totally reboot it.
That's true. That's true. The only thing is, should it be now? Because we're only gonna be on for maybe 20 more minutes, maybe a half hour.
Not now. No,
yeah.
No, not now. I meant another time, totally restore the whole headset.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would look into that. Yeah.
It's not the headphones thing; it's the headset itself. Because I took the headphones out of the headset and said they all breaking.
Yeah.
The weird avatar over there.
I'm just glad right now I'm in a financial position where where the cool sculpting, I could definitely afford it more so than when I first got it too. Not only that, but if I gotta do that, I could just pay off my lease.
Good.
Why not? I should just pay off my lease because it's only it's under 3,000. I owe 2,800 I think for it, so might as well just pay that off too. But then again, 160 a month is not a big deal. It's not like I'm getting extra interest on top of that. That's just the price until I pay it off. So it doesn't matter if I pay it off right now or just do the monthly payments. It makes no difference.
It's cool sculpting you're paying all at once.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I did
Good
one.
For you, I'm glad.
Yeah, well, technically, I'm doing if you want to be really technical, I'm doing 3 or 4 payments. Only because if I put that much money in my debit card, then it would alert my bank and it would keep it from happening. So I put 500 on there, then another 2K on my credit card, which I'm going to pay off in 2 weeks because I already have the money at the ready. I transfer money from a different account, and I'm going to have the bank write a check for the remaining 2,000, and I'll give it to them. Yeah.
We'll make a lot of money with this stuff.
Yeah.
We know it doesn't really cost that much.
I mean, if I had my own machine like that, you're able to get that. They could just do it on myself any old time. So yeah, of course they got to make their money. But what the problem with their business was having was that people would only buy 1, maybe 2 treatments for a handful of areas, and that was it to say. And then they wouldn't see I guess they wouldn't see the results they fully wanted because they would need it to be done more times, just once. But as I said, even doing it once in an area, I did notice a little bit of a difference. So yeah, it was a difference. So I do know it works because I've had it done before. And again, as I said, the problem was I was working 3 jobs eating tons of pizza, so even with that, I saw a difference. Whereas now, I'm in a much better position.
Yeah, the pizza is gonna make...
Yeah, I completely cut pizza from my diet. Maybe the only time I had it was back in October when we went to that place, which I'm not going to say because recording. And the other time...
Sugary drinks, too. Have you cut back on the sugary drinks?
Yeah, I have. I do drink energy drinks, but they don't really have sugar in it because they're non-sugar. But then again, I would say this: if I completely eliminated them, they probably would be helpful because they might have other stuff in it too. Well, they do have other stuff.
I don't trust the energy drinks at all. I think that those chemicals.
Yeah, I should cut back on those too, because it's it's they might have your best bet is just straight up water. Honestly, that's your best bet for anything. I ate a mango today, so I'm really proud of that because I usually don't eat that. But then again, somebody from work gave me a mango, of all things.
Oh wow, I love mangoes.
Yeah, I just find it
They're
was
really
actually really hard to eat though. It was like it takes a while to eat it for some reason. But I managed to eat it, and then what remained around the pit, it was a really large pit, and just yellow mango, and then there's strands going all around, so it looked like a sun. Like what remained from the mango looked like the
oh
sun.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool.
They taste good in no, like tacos, salad, taco,
Yeah, that's true.
making mango or like a mango smoothie. Yeah, I love mangoes. But every time I buy one from the grocery store, like they don't ripen, I don't know what I'm doing. And then ripen finally, they're like, oh
Yeah, it's always. I bought a rotisserie chicken today, but what I've been doing is following my sister's advice and actually what's called cleaning the chicken. What's funny is when she first said that, I thought like, oh, you got to scrub the chicken, maybe put under soap. That would not be good. But like, she's like, no, no, that means peeling the chicken off from the bone when you clean the chicken, and then putting it back in the container and then pouring
well, yeah.
pouring
If
the
it's
liquid
cooked
on it.
already,
Yeah.
you don't have to clean the cooked chicken. You don't have to.
Yeah, I thought she meant it literally, but no, she means instead of having rotisserie chicken that has a whole chicken in there, and then after a few days it gets all dry, and it works. Basically, I take the chicken apart, and toss the bones. The chicken's in the container, and then the liquid that was from the chicken I pour back on the now torn off chicken. So the bones are gone. It's easier to eat, and it lasts longer. Yes, yes. And I already did that with one rotisserie chicken, and it makes a difference. Now this new one, I'm gonna do it with two. I like me my rotisserie chicken. I like me my salmon, my bison burritos, and my shrimp burritos. Those are among my favorite foods.
I still haven't had those bison burritos, man. When we laser tag, maybe get some. Those
yes.
sound delicious.
Yeah, because
bison. I love bison. Oh my god, it's so much better than beef. I don't care what anybody does, but like, now that I've been eating bison for so long, and I try to eat beef, it's like no comparison. I really don't like that much.
Yes, that's what I'll do. After the laser tag, when I'm leaving, I'll place the order because it's about 10 minutes away from the laser tag center. So then, yeah, and then by the time we get there, it'll be ready. So we can just collect our bison burritos.
Sounds delicious.
Again, I won't reveal specifics because we're recording, but we could talk in generalities like this, so that's fine.
Yeah, my cat, with his medical problems, I've been really, though, I know I've been, like, not really much, stuff, and, yes.
Yeah, I got you. And I like cats. I like dogs, too.
It just sucks because to see him so, like, upset and angry at me and, like, at times, I just, like, last few days, got to about it because it looks so surprised at times. Like, putting the insulin shot in twice a day isn't too bad. Like, he doesn't really get and he'll try to back away, or he'll be like, "Meow," and he'll like all surprised after I do it. Every time I do, what was that? But what really traumatizes him is taking his blood.
Oh,
I've had to do it so many times, to test it on the post, and you have to take it in there, so the air, get a little amount of blood out, but he touched it, let alone sharp object. And then got to squeeze blood out and get on the tab. He eats it.
Yeah, I got most of what you're saying. You're getting kind of cut out, but it stinks because they don't know. He doesn't know why you're doing that. He just thinks you're just jabbing him for no reason. No wonder he's gonna be mad. I can picture him having like a mad look on his face.
Lately he's been like hissing when I do it. He's like, and you can later on like all depressed on my breast.
Yeah, well, I wish him the best. Hopefully he has a few more years left, because I know, cats and other critters only have a limited lifespan and stuff. Then again, there's some sharks that live 300 years.
We don't know because the diabetes is so bad, and the vet tell me right this week, telling me long help. I had to give him on my own without the correct, and that's finally What we don't know though is if shot. I don't know that. Like, blood work. $1.
Yeah.
Like for $1,000. Remember that.
Oh,
what really
man.
made me mad was I took him there last time. Charged $105, right? And then they didn't give him that day. Give him old dose. And then I called them back. I'm like, old. It's not. They did approve for New Zealand. Got through 3 weeks.
Yeah, there's always some
And
complication, yeah.
And I got that, but they still tell me the right amount of insulin. Well, it builds up in his system, so give. But my friend that's diabetic kept saying, that, you know, it doesn't build up in the system. They were talking about it. Numbers are that high, you have to get it's a thing. It peaks at like 6 to 8 hours. So, like, the vet was right about me checking blood sugar at hours. That was like the thing that's right about. I even talked to, like, the last time I brought him in, I saw the other vet that wasn't a vet, and I ended up talking on an original vet that diagnosed diabetes. They're the one that's like, that was like, oh, you have to test it back, and his number good, and they were low off the.
I got most of that, but a lot of it was cut off, yeah, but as you know. But yeah, I got the gist of what you're saying.
They said that I don't have to ever test him again.
I heard that. Okay, cool. That's good then, yeah.
His numbers were out of control, so it was bad. I brought him in, paid $105, nothing.
Yeah, it stinks when it also stinks when you feel like you're wasting money for nothing. I remember it happened with a car I had, and my 1999 Hyundai Elantra was overheating. The problem was I didn't have as much money then, so I kept driving it as long as I could, which is a bad thing when it's overheating. So then they had to fix the heating core, still didn't fix the problem. They had to fix the alternator, still didn't fix the problem. And then ultimately it was a waste of money, but luckily it allowed me to pay it back gradually. So yeah. But I didn't go to them after that. But it wasn't completely their fault. It was also, well, I shouldn't have. As soon as I saw it happen in the first place, I should have stopped driving it altogether until they fixed it. Because keep driving it is what damaged other things. It probably was all those things that needed fixing as a result. So yeah, I just wasted $2,500. But that was like years ago. Yeah.
What happens is diabetes?
Diabetes.
Out of control, so it ruins the kidney.
Oh yeah, so it's like your body's like a car. It'll if something keeps happening to it, it'll affect other systems. So yeah, diabetes affects the kidneys. It's gonna affect everything, really. Eventually, really. Huh.
So then something else happened to him last week that really upset me. It really upset and traumatized him. He had a cold and bunch of. Then that seemed to clear up, but then had this thing on his bottom lip mouth that was in a day got really big. I don't know what it was sore.
Oh man!
And I was like, "What the hell is that?" He looked really miserable and in pain. So what I did, and he hates this, I have a cone thing that I put around his head that I could better take blood from here, but I don't use it all the time.
Yeah, it stinks.
So
It sounds painful.
Use it to, like, cut his. So I only use it to cut his claws once in a while because it's very difficult to cut his claws. And then decided I'll put it on to inspect this thing on his mouth because it. I would have tried to make another vet appointment, but like literally, day this thing got worse. So by the end of the night, I don't know, something this week. By the end of the night, it's like really bad and bulging. So I decided the cone on his head, take a look at it. I touched it a little bit, and it popped open.
Ooh, yeah.
And all this blood, just like, and I was really, really, really upset. Yeah, and I was out, getting to see. I wasn't sure if it was gonna like close up. It was just like blood was.
So what happened? Did it heal?
So yeah, eventually, I left the cone on his head for a bit so that the blood wouldn't go every. Really upset, really agitated. Finally, just kind of slowed down. The just kept down. Laid in the hallway, so I wasn't on the carpet, and then had dripping off.
For me, it does. I don't think he's
good about it at that point. So scared prior. Happened.
Yeah, you alternate between almost not cutting off to like really cutting off. But I did get the gist of what you said this time too. It reminds me of when I cut my toenail recently. I just was so lucky when I cut it. I cut it even, and then the blood went on the floor. But that's because the blood drained from underneath the toe, and now my toe looks good as new. So yeah. So hopefully that happened with him too.
To me, that sounds like an infection, like what Scorpio had on his mouth.
Almost, but it wasn't because it was just me pressing against my foot. But now my toe, because I was able to drain it, now my toe pretty much healed now. So it's crazy how that stuff works. Yeah.
I just pressed it a little bit, and that shit like burst. And I was like, that, and from like that night and the next nights after that, I had like nightmares. I couldn't sleep it.
Oh man.
My sleep was like terrible, and I never have night. So, I don't know, because of that, it caused me to, because, like, I have nightmares, not something to do. Very hard, sleep, straight, it's constant.
Did the nightmares have to do with the cat, or was it something else entirely, but because of the cat, yeah?
No, not actually with the cat, just all different stuff. I don't even...
Oh, alright. Still sad though. I think it's because of, the cat. Well, not because of the cat. I'm not blaming the cat. I'm saying it's related to the cat. Yeah.
I hardly ever drink to begin with, and I don't remember them. But I was like, oh.
Yeah. If that cat was here, I'd give him a big hug right now. But I can't.
And then my stuff over the weekend. So get this, like. I try to enjoy myself over the weekend. Try to like get out of like, at least for a bit. I just so like my stuff got tick infested at the.
Oh, at a beach probably, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but I had the tent with me. Why I use the tent, right? To not have bugs come in. And I let the bugs come in.
Yeah, that's good.
But the tent got infested with tick. Because my friend who was carrying my stuff down a path to the beach, they hit every bush, tree, I guess, with the stuff. I didn't know this because I was in front of them. I didn't know this. I was in front of them. So I didn't see this.
Were they able to avoid hitting it? Or there was no way he could avoid hitting the side stuff, was there? Or was he just careless, or was it like just a thin path?
I avoided I mean, it was like, it's like a path that, it's like down in a curve or whatever. But I still was able to avoid hitting a lot of stuff. They hit to everything.
Yeah, I think your friend just didn't. I think your friend just didn't think to avoid it. That's why.
I don't know. I didn't see them do it because I was in front of them. I get on the beach, open the tent, put my stuff in the tent. I start finding ticks on them. My stuff. I almost put a tick-infested ticket down in the tent with. While I was in there, I was on it. Then I noticed it was covered in baby ticks. I found a big tick. That one I killed, but the baby so many of them. I came up with like finding them in the tent. It got ridiculous. I couldn't them because small, little ticks. I gave up. I was just like, I'm gonna have to leave. Like this sucks. And I left like a blanket on the beach, the one that was the bested. And I decided, because the tent's old and banged up anyway, function working. I decided, fuck it. I didn't leave it on the beach. I left it by the garbage. I went back yesterday to the beach, try to see what's going on. Like, tent isn't there, so I guess somebody took it. I don't think the town took garbage. I guess somebody took it. And so I was like, okay, that's good. I couldn't get the blanket though because the tide was high. And I could get down to that beach, part of the beach on that path, but I didn't want to, just because of the whole. Even though I probably wouldn't have gotten any ticks on me, because that's how many ticks were in my stuff. Hear me?
Yeah, that stinks because that's a great way to get deer disease. So, but yeah, I guess you had to say goodbye to that. That's the blue tent, if I recall. I guess that's no more, or you don't have it anymore.
Nope, I ordered a new tent, so I'll see what that's like, and if quality, I don't know.
Yeah, and tell your friend next time,
Yeah.
watch the sides, because I think he was just careless and didn't think to avoid it.
Yeah, and somehow all these ticks got all the stuff. Then I put them in the tent, and it's like, great. The whole point of me having the tent, so I don't get friggin' bugs in it.
Exactly, yeah. And when Becky and I were in the park today, our whole thing was like, oh, maybe we should bring bug spray, or oh, maybe we will definitely avoid any areas that are thin because we don't want to brush the sides. Not just for bugs, but also for poison ivy or whatever else, too. Yeah.
The grasses are the main thing. Watch out, the ticks are so crazy right now. You wear pants and you walk through grass. You know, long pants, better off with bare legs.
Yeah, I always wear pants, even in the summer, so that helps. Yeah. That helps. I do wear short sleeves, but I always wear pants. Oh, they're worse?
No, the pants are bad. No, I'm telling you, the pants are bad. They're not good. Better off with bare leg.
Oh, really? Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, the pants is what the ticks cling to like crazy. So one of my friends had pants on, covered in because the ticks brush up against grasses or low vegetation. Ticks just cling right to the material and the fabric of, especially guy pants. For some reason, because they're like, I don't know, the bottoms aren't bad like that. They're not, but still, actually better to have bare legs, no matter what it says. I've gone in tick-infested areas with bare legs, and I've come out with no ticks on me. That's come out covered.
Huh.
That's my advice. If you go in a wooded area, go to a grassy area.
Well, I'm staying on the trail. I don't go anywhere where my feet have to brush against anything anyways, but still. Yeah, I'm always on the trails and this, but you still...
It doesn't take much. The grass could be like this high.
Oh, wow, yeah. You could just be like maybe a half a foot high grass even.
Want to check out this waterfall?
Yeah, let's actually check out this world, yeah. We've been chit-chatting a lot, so yeah, but let's check this out. Okay, yeah. So at least we got. Yeah, I remember this. I like this color of the water. It's like turquoise, bluish green.
Go up the street. Go up the.
Yeah, I remember climbing up the whole thing at one point. And you actually walk on the rocks too. That's funny.
What were these things? Oh, flashlight. Oh yeah, it is actually a game. Of some kind.
Vials and flashlights. Respawn vial, huh? Respawn flashlight. That's funny. Whoops. Oh, you're up there, yeah.
Won't let me go up all the way.
I know, I'm so close myself. So close.
Won't let you.
But I remember I was at least this high last time. We fell. We fell and we respawned.
Oh, my headset.
Is it about to die? Yeah, I think your headset just died. So that was a fun session. It's perfect timing too. It's about 11, almost 10 to 11. So I better be going to upload the video and get to bed. That was fun. We got to explore the world a little bit in chat. We're gonna go down here on my own first. They even have an outdoor theater here. We should watch that next time. I like that texture. Actually reminds me of something from Quake. Alright, I'm gonna leave. Yep, she's out. Alrighty, this is Shays Man signing off. Peace.